moment here in China, and they are protecting foreign YouTubers.
Propaganda piece by the government.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eat our sansa. Ooh.
I have been so fucking frustrated because
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eat our sansa. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a pretty impressive feat.
Eat our sansa. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And there she comes.
Eat our sansa. Ooh, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Some sort of nefarious thing.
Pretty simple one to remember, isn't it?
Give me a little fucking break.
You know, when I first went to China, I was a golfer.
It just seems ridiculous.
Being paid by and working for the Chinese government to make positive videos about China. That's just absolutely true.
Guelo, when he opens his mouth, I just can't stop thinking,
Because there's nothing wrong with it. That's all bullshit. That's all contrived. That's a conspiracy.
You know, he complains that people attack him and his family. Well, wake up, Serpentza. We make videos about China. We get death threats daily on our channels, standing up for truth. So you complaining about people, you know, coming onto your channel and show hate towards your rhetoric, that's your own goddamn fault, you clown.
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break.
If you like this video of us eating whatever we want, going wherever we want, drinking profusely amounts of alcohol. Yes, I'm just pinned.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Guelo 60 is kind of a fool.
You think that every swastika is a bad swastika? Swastikas in a lot of religions are used in a positive way. It's like a good luck
I
thing.
looked at that, I was like, oh,
yeah.
And then I've just been educated.
I'm not showing the Chinese government in my videos.
Taiwan isn't its own country, nor is the ROC the government of China. Taiwan is part of China, and there can only be one top-level government in China. There already is only one top-level government of China, the People's Republic of China.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shill Busters Live. This is episode 1 of hopefully a brand new series that I'm going to try and do fortnightly. That's every 2 weeks for people who don't understand what fortnightly is. I'm not sure if that's just a British term or what. Anyway, I'm your host, Lewis, and today we have got a jam-packed episode for you. Oh my God, it's going to be pretty cool, I think, and I'd really just like to check, first of all, if everyone can hear me clearly. Please write a comment to let me know if you can hear me. That would be great because obviously it would be absolutely pointless running a stream if nobody can hear me. So please, if you can hear me, just type me a little message saying that you can hear me. Anybody, just let me know. Can you hear me or not? Anyway, okay, good. Yeah, we've got a few people there saying that they can hear me. We've got 22 people watching at the moment. I'm very happy to have all of you here checking out this channel. If you're new to this channel, a quick introduction. So my name is Lewis and I come from the UK. I'm currently living in Taiwan and I lived in China for 7 years of my life. I first discovered all of these pro-CCP YouTubers about a year ago, and I started making videos about them simply because I don't really agree with the narrative that they're trying to push from the Chinese Communist Party. And I really don't understand why people would be coming on YouTube, which is a banned platform in China, and making videos to promote a government that actually blocks all of these websites and tries to stifle freedom of speech and that kind of thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm here in Taiwan right now, and I'm just trying to make videos to kind of expose these guys. I mean, generally, I don't really have a personal beef with any of them. In fact, I don't really know any of them. But I kind of just enjoy sort of expressing myself and expressing my opinion about these guys. I mean, these guys, they go on and they make videos about other people. So I think it's just all fair play, in my opinion. So anyway, we've got a great episode today. We've got, there's a shill recently who's been going on his channel, and he's made a video and he's begging for money. He's trying to get money from all of his viewers to carry on his crusade against the evil Western democracies. And we're also going to look at the shills and their little campaign in Xinjiang. And also, we're going to look at the shills' obsession with other YouTubers, in particular Serpentza and Laowhy86. We're going to talk about that for a little bit. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to the first topic. And here we go. I'm going to share a few clips with you. Now, please forgive me. This is the first time that I've ever attempted a stream like this. So I might be a little bit slow bringing up the clips and that kind of thing, but hopefully it won't be too painful for you guys to watch. So let's get straight to it. Here is the first clip. I'd like to introduce you, if you don't know who he is. This is, I suppose he's a shill. Yeah, he's a shill. His channel name is New Moves, New Moves, New Pubes, whatever you want to call him. And he's been making videos on YouTube now for several years, basically just parroting pro-CCP propaganda. He's obviously on a quest to sort of prove himself to the Chinese Communist Party. And he's kind of hit a slump with his channel. And he's basically just come on, made a video, and is begging for money from his subscribers. So anyway, let's get a look. Let's have a quick look at this guy. Okay, here he is.
I might be quitting YouTube because, just to put it totally frank, I'm burnt out.
Oh, okay. So he's burnt out. He's might be quitting YouTube. He might be quitting YouTube. Well, I would say if you're feeling burnt out, if you're not enjoying it, if it's really interfering with your life, then why don't you just quit? I mean, surely that would be the best option. If YouTube is really burning you out and you can't really balance doing videos and a full-time job, why don't you just quit? I mean, seriously, why would you carry on?
Anywhere between 5 hours, 2 hours. For really simple videos like TikTok videos, that's like 2 hours. For the more simple vlogs, about 5 hours. So, I wouldn't check my messages. I wouldn't even take a shower. I wouldn't do anything.
Wow. So he's taken 2 hours to rip videos off of TikTok, put it on his channel and claim it as his own and make money from that, might I add, because all of his videos, they must be monetized. And he's taken 5 hours to make other videos. I mean, I'm not a genius editor or anything like that, but I definitely would not be taking 5 hours to make a video, especially like the quality of videos that I'm seeing from his channel. I think you're talking like maybe 2 hours tops to make a 10-minute video. I mean, it's not like he's doing anything like spectacular. There's no special effects or anything really cool on his videos, right? He's literally just sort of like burning clips off of like other mainstream media news channels and then, like adding his own commentary to that. That doesn't take 5 hours, and 2 hours for like one of those TikTok videos. Please. I mean, come on, man.
Give me a little fucking break.
Give me, as Jayo says, give me a little fucking break, dude. Come on, man. It does not take that. And you said that you haven't even had time to take a shower? Are you kidding me? That is gross, dude. That is just gross. I mean, come on, man. Like, YouTube is really interfering with your life so much that you can't even take a shower. Oh, crap, what's going on? Sorry, guys, my camera just froze up there. Are you hearing this clearly? So he says, like, yeah, he's not even taking a shower. YouTube is really interfering with his channel that much. Wow, just wow, man. I mean, come on.
I don't go out to see my friends. I don't even go on WeChat, which is the equivalent to WhatsApp or Facebook. I don't even have time to check my messages and message people. So I'm just completely burnt out.
Okay, so if you're completely burnt out, then the option would be to just stop doing it, man. I mean, honestly, if it's really burning you out, you're not even having a social life, you're not even taking the time to talk to your friends and that kind of thing. Is it really worth it to be doing that, to be leading that kind of life? I mean, wow, it really just shocks me what's going on with this guy. And what is going on with my channel here? Why is it? Oh my God, I feel like my screen keeps freezing. Guys, are you seeing me clearly here? I hope it's good. I hope the picture is good, and I hope you're getting all of this, because my computer keeps freezing. I feel like I need to start begging for money for you guys to get me a new computer here. Okay, so let's look at the next one.
Working a full-time job, making videos is sacrificial, is what I can say. It's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. Dude, if you really care about the cause that you're fighting for, it would not be a sacrifice for you. You know what I mean? You would put everything you have into it, even if it's burning you out. If you truly believe in what you're doing, then you would just keep at it no matter what, you know? Like, for me, I make videos. I love making videos, and I keep at it because I love doing it, and I truly believe in what I'm doing, and I'm never gonna stop. Never. You hear me? Like, honestly, it really is. It's so strange. Like, what is he even talking about? Okay, sorry. We're gonna move on to the next little clip here. Okay.
When I made the documentary about Hong Kong called Generation Brainwashed, that was when I just came back to YouTube. So I was like red-blooded and ready to debunk the Western media and all its bias. So I spent 50 hours making that video. That's how many man-hours it takes to make that kind of video. It took me about 10 hours to write the script, and then recording it would take about 2 hours. Then you got to edit the audio because you want to make it, you know, crisper, shorter, make things flow, take out some sentences here and there. And then, you know, the hardest part was finding all the images and all the research, which, you know, when I wrote the script, I wasn't researching while I was writing. I was just writing based on what I knew. And then after the fact, when I was editing, then I was finding all the research and all the articles to put in to make the visual part of the video. And that took about 20 hours or more. So total, yeah, about 50 hours to make that.
Okay, my computer has just frozen up again. What is going on with this? Blimmin' heck. Okay, sorry guys, my computer just is having some real trouble here. Like I said, I think I need to get a fundraiser on the go for you guys to buy me a new computer. Any donations are welcome. So yeah, he just said like 50 hours to make a video. I'm sorry, but like, I'm pretty sure that even some professional filmmakers do not even take 50 hours to make a film. Okay? I mean, come on.
That's so fucking stupid. If you believe that, you are...
So that is just, it is so stupid, you know? Like, seriously. If you believe that this guy's taken 50 hours to make a poor quality video, he either needs to learn how to edit properly, or he needs to learn how to lie a little bit better. Because if you're a serious filmmaker or an editor, you know that one of his videos did not take that long to make. That is insane. That is an insane amount of time. Think about it, 50 hours. That's like 2 days, slightly more than 2 days just to make a really low quality video. I'm sorry, I might be coming across as being a little bit nasty to this guy, but I really think that it doesn't take that long to make one of these videos, you know? So anyway, let's look at the next one. Okay, this one cracks me up. This one cracks me up.
To make the sacrifice because, I mean, my purpose is to prevent war, is to prevent violence, is to prevent two great nations or two great societies from clashing because of fake media, false reports, misunderstandings. So to me, sacrificing 2 years of my life, definitely worth it if I can even save one life. If I saved one life from my videos, then it's worth it. I gave up 2 years of my life, and I honestly feel fulfilled by that.
Okay, so you're saving lives. You're sacrificing yourself to saving lives, and you don't want to continue saving lives because it's burning you out? I'm sorry, man, but what lives have you been saving? Come on, man. Like pushing your propaganda to save lives. You're kind of just like, you're kind of really just screwing up people's lives, to be perfectly honest with you. You're not saving anything. You are not saving anything. As Guelo just says there, you know, that's basically what I think to that. Like, you're not saving lives. Whose lives is New Movers or New Moves saving? Honestly. Okay, let's look at the next clip. Sorry guys, how's the quality, by the way? How are we doing here? Let's see. Is anybody? Is it clear? Is it coming across clearly? I hope so. I really hope so, because I think you guys all need to see this. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of you has already seen what this New Moves guy is doing. So yeah, let me see. Oh, that's a funny one. New Moves is a little emperor throwing a tantrum. Yeah, Lenny Frost, I really think he is. We're going to get to that in a bit, but let's have a look at the next one, okay? Let's see, what have we got here? Okay.
2 years ago, in response to Serpentza and Laowhy86, I used to follow them when they suddenly just turned and started making these really weird generalized statements about Chinese people, Chinese culture. It woke me up, it scared me. And I felt the way that Serpentza was talking about Chinese people was the same kind of thing, trying to dehumanize Chinese people, which would then kind of be the mental basis to consent to war, to sort of say, okay, well, Chinese people are all evil or they're all bad. So, you know, if we kill a whole bunch of them, who cares?
Okay, so you started your channel because of Serpentza, not Serpentza, and Laowhy86. So I feel like, you know, if all of that money that you're begging for, I think maybe you owe them a little bit of commission from that. Because, you know, you started the channel based on them. You're trying to prove them wrong. You haven't done anything to prove them wrong, by the way. Serpentza and Laowhy86 are just two guys who lived in China. They don't live in China anymore, and they're sharing their experiences with us. What exactly have you proven wrong? And all of those lives you've saved. Wow, good job. Good job, New Moves, New Pubes, whatever your name is. I mean, seriously, like, why? Why are you even doing this? Okay, let's look at the next one. Here we go.
Advice is really needed because I can see there's a lot of YouTubers going on these sponsored trips, which is totally fun, nothing against it, but it does take away from their independence a little bit.
Okay, that's interesting. He's talking about the other YouTubers going on sponsored trip, and he does admit that it takes away something from their independence. You know, all of these other YouTubers going on their sponsored trips and they're telling us the truth about China. Well, New Moves, or New Moves, whatever the hell his name is, has basically just said that these guys are going on sponsored trips and not really showing us the truth. So thank you, New Moves, for proving that point there. And also, I feel like he really wants to be going on these sponsored trips, but I feel like he's making excuses. Now, I feel like the reason why he's probably not been invited on these sponsored trips is it's a pretty horrible reason, actually. But it's because in the eyes of the Chinese Communist Party and the CCP, who sponsor all of these trips, you know, he doesn't really look like your typical Westerner, you know, because they are very racist, and they're using these Westerners who, you know, look like a typical Westerner. But to me, you know, New Moves or whatever, he looks like he looks Chinese. He almost looks Chinese. So that's probably why he's not being invited on these trips. And I'm pretty sure that if he got the opportunity, he would be jumping at that chance. So he's really just making excuses there. And it's a shame, you know, because they shouldn't be discriminating against him based upon his looks. You know, he's just as capable as these other shills of going on these sponsored trips. He might even do a better job than them, to be perfectly honest with you. He's a lot more articulate than, say, somebody like Alcoholic Guelo60. You know, like New Moves would probably do a way better job than those guys, but he's being discriminated against, to be frank there. And it is pretty horrible. It's a pretty horrible reason, and I feel bad for the guy. I really do. I think he should be offered the chance to go on these trips. Like I said, he's definitely just as capable as all of the other ones. So yeah, anyway, let's move on. Sorry guys, maybe this is not as interesting as it should be. It's just like I'm having trouble doing all of these clips, to be perfectly honest with you. So anyway, let's get to his proposal, okay? Here we go.
And it's been so hard for me to do this. Literally, this is the hardest video I've ever had to make, because
oh, so hard, so difficult to ask for money.
I'm just being very personal right now, telling you about my struggles.
Yeah, and it's about to get even more personal. It is about to get even more personal. But let's just look at his proposal, okay? So what is it that New Moves wants from everybody?
There's 500 of you to donate $100 US. And I'll tell you what that does. If 500 of you choose to support the project with $100 US, I can do this for 1 full year, full time.
Wow. So he wants $50,000 a year to keep putting out the content that he's already been putting out for free. Wow, that is actually quite a lot of money, especially in China. That is a hell of a lot of money. You know, what I don't get is why doesn't he just grow his channel the natural way? Why doesn't he rely on the ad revenue from his YouTube channel? And yeah, actually, I wanted to quickly show you guys very quickly. Let's see. Do I still have it open? Oh dear. Sorry, I'm just going to have to quickly pull this one up. Just bear with me for a second, guys. So yeah, where is that? Yeah, there it is. Boom. Okay. So he wants to make like 50,000 a year, right? His YouTube channel has literally only been going for about 2 years, and he's already like obtained like 50,000 subscribers, which is pretty good going for 2 years. I mean, I know of lots of other YouTubers who have taken like seriously a much longer time just to even get to 1,000 subs. So obviously something's a bit fishy there. I mean, are his videos really that great, or has he had this like Wu Mao injection that we all talk about? And yeah, if you have a look at his channel, these are his estimated yearly earnings from his YouTube channel. So he's making anything from $1.3 thousand to $20,000 a year. Now, if he keeps pushing his videos, if he keeps really like pushing this cause that he's like so enthusiastic about and that he's sacrificing himself for, he could get double the amount of subscribers after a year, and he could almost be making that 50K just from ad revenue. So I think he's not really being honest with his subscribers. I feel like he should at least be making half of this a year. So he is actually making some money from it. Now, I don't know if he's got a Patreon or what, but if he did open a Patreon, he could get plenty of people giving him monthly donations, and he could just keep at it that way. But if you look, he's doing very well for like a 2-year channel. You know, bear in mind, you know, you've got people like myself. I've been at it for 6 months, and my other channel, YGZ Taiwan, I've literally gained 5,000 subscribers in 6 months. So he's doing a hell of a lot better than I am. And I'm telling you, I'm not making much money from it, but I'm making a little bit of money that kind of gives me a little bit more incentive to keep going. So I don't get it, why he's suddenly just got this $50,000 target. It really is quite crazy. Okay, let's get on to the final clip then. Yeah, this one is very telling. This is a very telling clip, and yeah, just have a look. Let's see, where is that clip? Here we go.
I always film here is because the rest of my apartment is an absolute disaster, and I'm going to show you right now. These 2 years have been nuts. I haven't had time to do anything, so here you go. Take a quick look at what my apartment looks like. That's my desk where I do all my editing. That's where I sit. That's where I spend most of my life, right there. As you can see, I just have clothes everywhere. Guys, this is literally what my apartment looks on a normal day. And that's why I sit down here and I shoot a vlog here, because you can't see that mess, right? When from here, I look like a normal human being.
Well, guys, you can see the reason why I film in front of this white wall, as you can see, is because, to be honest with you guys, like, my apartment is just, let me show you, it's just such a mess. Like, look, I got that umbrella open there, I got bottles, and oh my God, I'm just an absolute mess, guys. Please, please, please give me your money, please. Like, I just, like, look at that, look. I need some money, guys. Seriously, I am just living in a pigsty. I don't understand what he's trying to do there. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I've come to the conclusion that he's looking for a sympathy vote from his viewers. He's looking for sympathy so that people will give him some donations. Because let's look at it from this angle, okay? Like, if you're going to go to a job interview, how are you going to dress? Are you going to go and are you going to go in like scruffy clothes like what I'm wearing now? Or are you going to go to that job interview in a nice brand new suit and try your absolute best? Obviously, you're going to go in a brand spanking new suit and you're going to really try your best. So he's trying to get money off of his subscribers, and he's showing them what an absolute slob he is. Would you give your money to some guy who's going to make videos, who's just acting like a complete slob and just doesn't even clean his room? I mean, is he just trying to show us how dedicated he is? Because that doesn't really show dedication to me. That shows somebody who doesn't really care about his life, or it just shows somebody who is a complete mummy's boy, you know, a complete mummy's boy, who's been used to having his mum clean his bedroom for him his whole life. He moves to China and he doesn't have the ability to clean his room himself, and he's just making some excuses. And I think I'm kind of on target. I'm on point here with that mummy's boy thing, because if you have a look at this, hold on, I just need to find it. If you have a look at this one, just here, can you see that comment just there, guys? Hold on. So yeah, if you see there, he's actually, his mum actually runs his PayPal account. So that kind of proves the point that he's a bit of a mummy's boy, and he can't clean up after himself. And he relied on his mum to do everything for him. He moves to China, and now he, now he just can't look after himself. And do you really want to trust this kind of guy with your hard-earned money, a guy who can't even clean his bedroom? So yeah, so honestly, like, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't have a problem with new moves asking for money. You know, if people are willing to give him money, that's perfectly fine, you know. But all I'm saying is, has he really earned this? Does he really deserve this? Does he really deserve $50,000 a year? Now, the last I heard, he's probably already reached $30,000. So I think that's probably enough. That's probably enough for him to keep going with his propaganda channel and keep spewing this pro-CCP propaganda. So yeah, I really do. Yeah, exactly. We've got Mark Vogel there saying his mum runs his money. Exactly, you know, like his mum runs his money. His mum used to clean his room. His mum's not there, so his room's a dump. Can this guy really organize a YouTube channel? You know, like, just keep up with your teaching job, dude. Make videos as a hobby and see where it takes you. Like I said, I've got no problem with him asking for money. If people are silly enough to give him money, well, that's perfectly fine, you know. But I just personally, me personally, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys wouldn't pay this guy $50,000 or give him $100 of your hard-earned money just to make the same videos that he's been making. He'd better up his quality. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, otherwise the people are going to be pretty pissed off, and he'd better not find an excuse to cop out of this one after receiving so much money. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to run through some of your comments quickly, and then we will move on to the next topic. I'd like to thank all of you for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm certainly enjoying giving you these videos and doing this stream for you today. So let's see. Wow, we have got a lot of comments coming in today. I guess the shills are not as popular as they'd like to think they are, huh? Do we have any woo-mows or anything in the chat today? That would be interesting to see that. So let's see. JD says, what is his full-time job? Is he doing the 996 thing? What is the 996 thing? Is that teaching? I know he's a teacher. I'm not sure what sort of teaching he's doing, whether he's at a training center or a university or what, but I know that he's a teacher, and being an English teacher in China, you get a hell of a lot of free time. You really do. Especially if you're at a university, you get all of that holiday time. So the fact that he's burnt out teaching and making videos, it's just a scam. I'm sorry, but it really is. And maybe I sound harsh here, but it really, really is a scam. Okay, let's see. He really must dislike making videos. Why does he even bother? Exactly. Like, if it's burning him out, if it's destroying his life, stop it. You know, he can do other things if he really wants to, like, promote his cause and fight for his cause. There's plenty of other ways to do that than just making YouTube videos. He's not even that good at making videos. Okay, Numube's room is so, yeah, exactly. Like, that kind of shows you a guy. I mean, you know, I'm no psychologist or anything, but I know, you know, if somebody's room is in that state, and obviously I've just set that up today just to take the piss. You know, my room is always pretty tidy. I just thought I'd have a bit of a laugh with you guys. But yeah, like if your room is in that kind of state, it just kind of means that kind of shows to me somebody who's depressed and somebody who truly is burnt out. But I'm questioning his reasons for being burnt out here. Let's see. I feel like I'm watching Nathan Rich. Yeah, exactly. Do you remember when Nathan Rich came on begging for money? That was just really funny. And this is what I want to say to Nathan Rich.
You can go fuck yourself, okay?
Do you like these little video clips that I've put into the stream? So yeah, Nathan Rich, he was on begging for money. It was really, really quite funny. And I don't know, because Nathan Rich has way more subscribers than New Moves or whatever his name is. So if New Moves can get 50K, how much did Nathan Rich get? That's what I want to know. Like Nathan Rich is rolling in those CCP renminbis. So yeah, let's see. How's the picture, by the way, guys? I hope everything is coming across all right. Let's see. The Jayo plugs are hilarious. Yeah, I thought you guys would appreciate that one. You know, it's just funny. Like that time he had that meltdown on camera just gave me so many good clips. So thank you very much, Mr. J-O. It's not Jayo, it's J-O. That's how he spells it. So J-O Nation, thank you very much for those clips. Wow, we have got so many comments today, guys. I'm not going to be able to answer every one of them, unfortunately. But let's see. Wow, you guys are really, really going for it in the chat today. I really, really appreciate that. I really, honestly, like it blows me away that anybody would even want to watch my sorry ass. So thank you very much, guys. Okay, so anyway, let's move on to the next little topic we have here. So recently, in the past couple of months, we've had several of the shills heading on their way to Xinjiang, the province of China that has similar rules and regulations to North Korea. They've been on this mission to prove to us all that nothing nefarious is happening in Xinjiang. Several of them have gone on these trips. You've had Daniel Dumbrill, Guelo60, Fur Puby, and there's been some smaller shield channels who have also gone on these little missions to Xinjiang. And they're all going to prove to us that nothing nefarious is happening. But I'd like to suggest that their videos only validate the narrative that's coming out of the Western mainstream media and other independently run media. I'd say that a lot of their videos are only validating that there are some real sinister things happening there. So anyway, let's jump to the first clip and we'll just have a look at this, okay? So just bear with me for a second. So this one is from good old Daniel Dumbrill. Here we go.
Flying into Kashgar was really interesting. As we're flying into the airport, we have, they told us all to close the curtains close the window shutters on the planes. And they said that because Kashgar is a military airport, so for confidentiality reasons it has to be closed. So everybody had to close it. And everybody did, but some people were still peeking out of the side. I thought they'd get in big trouble for that, but they didn't. They just came around and reminded them again, because even as we were taxiing, they said, keep the windows closed.
Okie dokie. So when he flew into Kashgar in Xinjiang, they told everybody to, as the plane was landing, they told everybody to close the shutters. Now, if you know anything about flying, I'm pretty sure most of you have been on a plane before, but it's usually standard procedure to open the shutters as you're landing to let all of the natural light come in. So if there is an emergency situation, then you can actually see what's going on and react quickly to the emergency, to what's happening. And all of the flight attendants can also react quick, right? So yeah, to actually close the shutters when you're coming in, it kind of suggests that they really, really don't want you to see anything. Could it be that they don't want you to see the re-education centers? Could it be that they don't want anybody taking photographs of the re-education centers? You know, because those things would be clearly visible from being above on a plane, right? So he's kind of already suggesting to us that something a little bit unusual is happening. And his excuse is that there's a military base. Okay, fair enough. Maybe there is a military base there. But, you know, I would say that just from my own judgment, that kind of proves that something a bit fishy is happening in the wonderful amusement park for the shills called Xinjiang. We're going to have to rename it Xinjiang World, because they've literally all been going there and acting like it's one big amusement park for them. Anyway, let's look at the next one, okay? So what do we have here? There we go.
I haven't been doing any recording for the past couple days, and that's been very deliberate because I was hoping to just kind of explore the place on my own and have some offline conversations with people which are a bit more honest, that I think would be a little bit more difficult to have if I had a camera stuck in their face. And especially because one of my goals, one of my targets, one of my hopes is to find somebody who's unhappy with China, who's a little bit more negative about China. I'm sure they exist, but my chances of finding somebody would go substantially down if, once again, I had a camera in their face.
Okay, so Detective Danny there, going undercover, you know, trying to make out that he's really impartial and that he just wants to find the truth of what's going on. I love it how on his YouTube channel, he really acts like he's this impartial guy, unbiased, tries to come across as a bit of an intellectual. But if you just go onto his Twitter, you'll see the real Daniel. And yeah, I mean, you know, he's just trying to give off this impression that he's really impartial, and he just wants to get to the truth of what's going on in Xinjiang. Okay, let's look at the next clip. So the next clip is again, it's Daniel. Okay.
First time to write my name in Uyghur script, but I think I failed.
Easy or difficult?
Very difficult.
Really?
拍照和回击的，这个是最标准的，这个是。
It's good. I think it's good.
Is he a good student? Does he get good high scores?
You are a good student, good teacher.
Ask him if he gets. Is he a good student? Does he get high scores?
Yaxşı oquvchi mikan, asabigin oldima. Yes, you are a good student, huh?
Also a good teacher, tell him.
Sizni yaxshi o'qituvchi ekan deydi. Rahmat demamsiz? Rahmat. You can say Rahmat also. Did you remember Rahmat?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's basically pretty much just gone to this school to prove that they're allowed to learn their own language and their language is not being eradicated, right? But if you look in the background here, if you look at the background there, you look at the obviously it's got their language here. But if you see the main focus, the main language there is definitely Chinese, right? It's like bigger and more prominent. So he's gone there to prove that they're allowed to, they're allowed to learn their own language. And it's kind of weird because look at all of the kids. Like, let's just look at it one more time. Like, those kids, they look really uncomfortable around Daniel. And it's quite amusing. It kind of makes me laugh because fairly recently, Daniel responded to one of my posts. I basically said, like, why would anybody want to get into a debate with Daniel, you know? And he responded to me, like, saying he can't believe that I work around children and that I'm trusted around children and that I'm just a greasy slime ball and a horrible person. But I mean, looking at this clip here, all of these kids look really uncomfortable, and Daniel looks really awkward as well. I mean, I would really question why he is being allowed to be around children, because it really doesn't look like a comfortable place for him to be. He looks so awkward, and those kids, they look really, really just really awkward around him. Like they just don't want to be around this guy. But anyway, that's just my own subjective little personal beef with this guy. Okay, let's look at the next one. I want to get Daniel out of the way, to be honest with you. Oh, sorry, I just did the wrong thing there. Okay, here's the last one.
Everybody here can live free of terrorism. They're free from terrorism now. But at the same time, you give up other freedoms. Like now there's many police checks, many surveillance and everything like that. For him, is it worth it? Does he think that it was really necessary, considering how serious the situation was?
Some people cannot understand this camera and checkpoint is some people say it's control over freedom, but I think it's a good thing because of it's good for all people, is healthy and safe.
Wow, so that didn't look awkward at all, did it? Just going into some guy's house, the guy's answering all of your questions with a translator there, his head hung down low, looking really uncomfortable around you. I mean, yeah, and oh, I've just seen a few messages there. I just want to jump in with that one. China Bill, if anybody does have a donation, don't give it to New Moves. Please donate to China Bill. His mum is really sick with cancer, and it's really destroying Bill's life. So if anybody could donate to that cause, I'm probably going to end up leaving a link somewhere. Actually, I don't know how to donate to him. So if anyone could help, just throw it in there in the chat, and I'll definitely give it a plug, because that's something that I'd like to get behind. So yeah, anyway, back to that one. So it looks really, really uncomfortable. It doesn't look like a natural interview at all. He's got a translator there, obviously, because the guy doesn't speak English. Again, he's trying to come across as impartial, trying to ask questions, but he's really, really just putting words into the guy's mouth, you know? So yeah, anyway, let's get away from this guy. He's really a toxic individual, and I kind of want to stay away from him, really. So yeah, let's look at some more shills in Xinjiang. Okay, and yeah, like, you know, it kind of looks like North Korea to me. You know, you walk around, you get chaperoned around, they show you the odd thing like a school or somebody dancing. And when you see these North Korea videos, do you truly believe that the North Korean people are happy and having a great time? Absolutely not, right? So why on earth would you believe that the people in Xinjiang are also having a great time, and the benevolent and kind Chinese government are just doing such a great job for these Uyghurs? You know what I mean? So really, like, this Dumbril guy, he's kind of proven that the narrative that's being put forward by the rest of the world, apart from China, is actually, there's something to it. And I'm not saying that everything that mainstream media or other media reports about China is always true, but something, in my opinion, something must be going on there. Even if it's not as extreme as what everybody is saying, there's still something a little bit fishy going on. The fact that the Chinese government in the past denied that there were even these re-education centers, the fact that they denied that in the past and only admitted it when they got found out, well, that's telling enough. And now these shills all conveniently go in there. You know, there's something a bit odd going on in Xinjiang, right? Anywho, let's look at the next clip. Oh, wow. It's from our friend, the man, the main man. Everybody loves him.
The CCP or the CPC, well, okay, you can call me a shill for whatever you want.
Okay, so here we have him admitting that he does shill for the CCP, right? So straight off the bat, how can we trust any of his videos from now on about what he says about China? Because clearly there's some incentive for him to make videos. That incentive comes from the Chinese government. Okay, good one, Guelo. Let's look at the next one.
Anyway, so because I went on this government excursion, and yeah, my transportation was paid, my hotel rooms were paid, the food was paid. They actually even bought my beer for me.
Typical, huh? They even bought his beer for him. So they're literally carting these guys around and paying for everything. I mean, you know, these guys are loving this little lifestyle of theirs. Why not shill for the CCP? Let's look at the next clip. Sorry, I think I put these clips a little bit out of sequence, so just gonna have to find it. Okay, so he's talked about how he's getting free beer, free hotel, free accommodation. Sorry, that is a hotel. Free accommodation, free flights, maybe even getting some sort of money from this. So what does Guelo do when he goes to Xinjiang? Well, what do you think he does?
They actually make baijiu in syrup out of the plums. The baijiu is freaking amazing. We drank some baijiu on a trip in Guangxi Autonomous Region, I don't know, about a year ago, and we actually bought a big bottle of it because it was so good. This is just as good, if not better. Plum baijiu at 10:30 in the morning, guys.
种植货每货就是通过红枣一块收入就达到了5万元。
Oh, that's good.
所以说我们这里是一个高质的一个。
Oh, my friend. Oh yeah.
Let me taste.
That'll wake your ass up, boy. I'm telling you.
Jiugui 60. So, you know, there's Uyghurs being put into these re-education centers, CCTV cameras everywhere monitoring them. Their freedom of speech, expression is being stifled. And good old Guelo goes there to drink baijiu, which, by the way, you know, I'm pretty sure that most Muslims don't even drink alcohol, right? I mean, you know, maybe there might be some that do, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, Muslims kind of shy away from alcohol. I don't know, part of their religion perhaps. And you've got Guelo 60 going there. And of course, the first thing that he finds is the alcohol, right? And, you know, what's he showing us there? What exactly is he trying to show us here? And of course, it's really early in the morning as well. So yeah, what the hell? Seriously, Guelo. Why? Okay, let's look at some more of these shills in Xinjiang. I just love it. I just love it how they're all going there. They're all trying to prove to us. They're trying to prove to us that nothing bad is happening there. Okay, so the next shill that I want to show you is one of my favorite shills of late. He's really been pai mapi. He's really been kissing the ass of the CCP lately. This guy is just going full throttle ass-kissing mode. And here he is in Xinjiang. And I've actually made a video about this guy already, but I think it's interesting to bring him up as well, just to throw him under the bus as well. Why the hell not?
Western media and politicians have escalated their smearing attacks on China, leading to the, heightened tensions that we are experiencing in 2021. In this video of my Xinjiang series, I will address Adrian Sense's accusations of genocide in Xinjiang by central government.
So in this Xinjiang video, I'm going to completely blur out the background so you can't see anything that's happening. I mean, why does he go all the way to Xinjiang and film on a shallow depth of field? Because what most of us want to see from a Xinjiang fur puby is what's going on in the background. We don't really want to see you standing in front of the camera talking where the complete focus is on you. I mean, do you think you're like something special or something that we need to be paying complete attention to you? Most people who watch the China videos, they want to see what's happening in China. They don't really want to see what's the video focused on you, the camera focused on you. He's gone all the way to Xinjiang and he's proven absolutely nothing. He's filmed on a shallow depth of field. He went dancing around. You know, he just did so many stupid things. And this is fur puby.
I see it because I live here. That's China out there. That's China. I can go out there anytime I want.
You see, even in that clip, Jayo actually showed us more than what fur puby showed us of Xinjiang. It really is. It really makes me laugh. It cracks me up. It cracks me up. Anyway, guys, how are you doing there in the chat, by the way? Oh my God, my screen has frozen again.
Anyway, so because I went on this government excursion, and yeah, my transportation was paid, my hotel rooms were paid.
Sorry, just had a real technical glitch there. How's everybody doing in the chat, by the way? Can we get a little confirmation that the stream is going all right? Hope you're enjoying it anyway. Sorry, I don't really have like a huge amount of insight, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm just an average guy here in Taiwan, just having a little bit of a laugh about the shills every now and again. But yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And you know, like, feel free to chat amongst yourself in the chat. I'm definitely going to try and have a little Q&A with you guys at the end. But I just want to get through today's material because I think it's more important than me just answering your chat questions, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really do appreciate all of your patience with me because for some reason we're having like several technical problems on this stream, and I really thought that I had a good Wi-Fi connection, but obviously something's up with my computer or something. I mean, to be honest with you, I am using a MacBook that's from 2014, so I need to update at some point. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. So let's see. I had another clip now. This is from a recent video that I saw from the Telegraph, and it was a couple of journalists that went to Xinjiang, and they were actually invited there, and they actually went around and they actually did what real journalists do, and they actually tried to go to these locations that, you know, are questionable, that are being put under the spotlight. They actually did what real journalists do. They didn't just go to tourist sites and then say, look, nothing serious is happening in Xinjiang. They actually did a little bit of research and a little bit of investigative journalism. So let me see if I can find this file for you. I'm pretty sure, like, if most of you guys have probably seen this, it really is eye-opening, and it just basically highlights my comparison with how Xinjiang is kind of like the Chinese version of North Korea. So let's have a look. It really is some harrowing stuff what these guys had to deal with. So here we go.
Mosques and shrines in Xinjiang have been destroyed or damaged by the Chinese state since 2017. China has rejected allegations of demolition as, quote, total nonsense.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Where can I go?
Look at this guy.
Why can't I see this?
Why? Why is he doing this?
Why can't we come up here?
Well, nothing vicious going on in Xinjiang, guys. All one big
To
lie.
make sure we wouldn't turn back.
I mean, seriously.
Longer being detained.
Stop.
Hey, nothing to see here, guys.
No photos.
But it says it's a school. It says stretched out. So why can't we take pictures?
It's supposed to be a school.
What day?
Yeah.
What's the place?
Then they get
But what is
detained.
this place?
So yeah, I'm can't tell you.
The policewoman is laughing. Like, ha ha, I can't tell you what happened.
Just even deep
Very
in the
funny.
desert. Some
Like 2 of them and about 15.
One man grabbed me at the neck. 3 others lashed onto the back of my backpack and pulled me backwards. Both Lawrence and I got hit.
Madness. Sorry, yeah, that's all I got for you with that one, guys. But as you can see, you know, if nothing bad is happening, why won't they allow journalists to go in and have a look? And then we can just clear it all up once and for all that nothing bad is happening there. But the fact that they don't allow that, and that it's very difficult for anybody to go to Xinjiang, if you're just a random tourist, I bet you would have real trouble going there. The only reason the shills went there is because they have some clout with the Chinese government. But yeah, if you're just a normal tourist, you're probably going to have a bit of trouble going there. And these journalists were actually invited. They were actually invited there. It really is shocking, to say the least. And just from this one video, I can honestly say that I believe that there's something really sinister happening in that part of China. And all of these shills go in to all of these tourist sites and then saying, oh, there's no genocide happening. Well, do you really think that you're going to see any evidence of a genocide from a tourist location? You know, were you allowed to go to any of these places to see if there was anything terrible happening there? Or were you just carted around and just shown what they wanted you to see? You know, some happy Uyghurs dancing, that kind of thing. Honestly, guys, I mean, they know, they seriously know that what they're doing is immoral and wrong, and yet they still do it. And obviously they have incentives. A lot of them want to keep their little cushy life in China. I get that. I lived in China before. I definitely self-censored myself when I was living in China because I didn't want to get into trouble. But I never went to the extreme that these guys are going to. So obviously they've got other motives apart from just wanting to stay in China, right? So yeah, anyway, it's just shocking, guys. I would say, you know, don't believe everything you see with the whole Xinjiang thing. Obviously, you know, a lot of Western media, mainstream media, they have their incentives, they have their reasons, they have their agenda too. But what I would say is just do your own research, have a look at the facts, look at the fact that you're not allowed to really travel there. You get carted around. It's kind of like a mini North Korea, you know? So yeah, let me see. Michael Turner, no, your comments are not being deleted. I can see it. Maybe, I'm not really checking the comments, but sometimes comments do not go through, especially if you swear or anything like that. Sometimes YouTube automatically blocks them, which is something that I can't really control at the moment because I'm trying to do this little presentation for you guys. But I will have a little check later on and see if YouTube has been blocking them. So just please be patient, Michael, okay? And I appreciate you trying to comment. So thanks a lot. So anyway, let's have a look because there was another guy, we'll call him a shill, I guess. He's the happy shill, Mr. Positive, Mr. J-Yo Nation. He was also in, I believe he was in Xinjiang for a little bit, and he did a live stream in one of the bazaars that all of the shills seem to have went to. And he didn't really show us anything. He was mostly shopping for a gift for his wife. But yeah, there was no genocide. So yeah, let's have a look at him. And this is going to segue into the final section of this stream. It's quite a good one. It is quite a good one. So Let's see.
And I said, I'm having a good time here. And Winston posted a comment underneath it with a screenshot of a Google Earth picture of a very, very rough picture of an overhead view of a facility. And he said, you're in Hami, you need to go check out. If you really want to be a true, I don't know, I'm not really out there to be I'm not really out there to be a hero for this cause or anything. But it's like, you should go check this out. I hate that argument. But he did give me the latitude and longitude coordinates. And so I was very, very busy. We were traveling around Hami. Hello.
How many times does he stop to say hello to everybody? Just get to the fucking point, man. Just get to the goddamn point.
We were traveling around. We were traveling around. We were traveling around Hami. I mean, we were going place to place. It was pretty busy. By the time we got in on our last night, we went to the. I gotta throw this away somewhere. We went to the car to leave. That night, I looked up the location on my phone, and I looked at the location. Now, if you looked at the picture that Winston gave, it was just disgusting, like just all these box buildings. It was fairly. No.
Stop stopping to say hello to everybody.
Give me a little fucking break. I'll give a card to this lady. It was a fairly rough looking place. But I pulled it up and I looked at the bigger view. And the picture that he sent didn't include the soccer and racquetball courts that are actually outside of the main facility, that aren't boxed in at all. So it had a soccer field, a tennis court, a racquetball court. The buildings were pink, painted pink. It was adjacent to a 20-story apartment complex, big apartment complex, like literally across the street from a huge apartment complex. It was just outside of town, like literally in downtown, just on the outside. And
This guy, man, he loves himself. He absolutely loves himself. He's just stopping every 5 minutes to be like, Ni hao, hi guys, look, it's me, J-Yo.
Literally on the outside of town. And I was talking to the people who were like in Hami, and I said, how's it going? Having fun?
Yeah, did you try any food?
Yeah, no. I'm waiting because we're gonna eat.
Ah, too bad. You guys won't see him eating.
Yeah, we're gonna take the camera. Anyways, I really wanted to go to see this place, but I just didn't have time.
Sorry, but you didn't have time to go and see this place that could have possibly been a nefarious place, and you're going there to prove that nothing nefarious is happening in Xinjiang. You don't have time. All of that shilling is just taking up all of your time. You got issued a challenge, my friend, and you failed. You absolutely failed.
You can go fuck yourself, okay?
No, I'm not going to go fuck myself. What I'm saying is right. You were issued a challenge, and, you know, you could have went there. You could have proven. That could have been your mission, to prove Winston wrong once and for all. And you blew it.
That's so fucking stupid. If you believe that, You are...
Sorry, hands up. You could have proven him wrong, and it's really, really quite funny. Sorry, my camera has frozen again. Ugh. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys are hearing this. Sorry guys, like technical problems. What is going on? Yeah, so it's really quite funny that he's all the way in Xinjiang, apparently having the time of his life, and yet the one person that he wants to talk about, the one person that he always wants to talk about is Winston. And that segues on to our next little section. It's the Shill's obsession with Serpentza and Laowhy86. It is an unhealthy obsession. These guys are constantly talking about Winston and Matt, and it really is, it's really quite weird how they just continuously try to expose them. They try to prove that these guys are not telling the truth about China. But the fact is that Winston and Matt, they both know a hell of a lot more about China than all of these guys put together. Seriously. So let's just have a little look. I put together a fun little clip of the Shills talking about Serpentza and Laowhy86, and I'm pretty sure you guys know who Serpentza and Laowhy86 are. So let's have a look at this little clip that I've put together. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. I got so many clips today, you know, guys, like it really is there it is. There we go. Here we go. I think you guys might like this one.
Falun Gong, the Falun Gong rhetoric,
Winston,
the anti-China rhetoric, the Asian hate rhetoric.
With Winston.
Winston, Serpentza.
Trying to plot Uyghur people against Han people. It's racial hate speech.
Captain Apartheid.
Winston's.
Matt Thai, Laowhy86.
Winston.
Winston and Laowhy.
Winston is
supremacy, racism.
What Winston?
Winston, Matt Thai.
Serpentza.
Winston, Matt Thai.
Extremely racist.
Matt and Winston.
Winston. Winston's
a separatist.
Winston.
And an extremist. Terrorism.
Winston.
Terrorism.
Winston Sturgill.
Winston.
And Winston.
A Serpentza.
Oh, Winston.
Matthew Ty.
Is Laowhy86.
Laowhy86.
Of Winston.
Winston is white. Racist.
Matt.
Winston and Matt. Winston.
Winston.
Is that Winston?
Laowhy86.
A racist.
Winston and Matt.
Winston.
And Laowhy86.
Winston.
Serpentza. Laowhy86. ADV. China. Winston. Serpentza. Winston and Matt.
Winston.
Okay. No. Then Winston.
Serpentza and Laowhy86.
Serpentza. Winston and Matt.
Serpentza and Laowhy86.
Serpentza. His name's Winston.
Oh my god, these guys, they just can't get over Serpentza and Laowhy86. These guys are absolutely obsessed. I mean, it's really quite funny how they're calling them white supremacist, anti-China YouTubers. They're saying that they're associated with Falun Gong. They're saying that they're associating with Muslim extremists, Muslim terrorists. I mean, which one is it, guys? Because all of these, they don't really go together, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure a white supremacist is not really going to form a relationship with a Muslim extremist, and vice versa. And Falun Gong as well. I'm pretty sure that all of these things don't go together. So which one are they, guys? You know, if you're gonna, like, all of you combine your efforts, join forces, you shouldn't really be contradicting each other like that. It really is quite insane, just the level of obsession that these guys have. I mean, why are they constantly trying to prove them wrong? If they really think that Winston and Matt's points are invalid and that they're wrong on everything, why even bother trying to sort of contradict that? Why even bother trying to refute everything that they say? It just really just comes across as quite pathetic, really. I mean, I guess you could say the same about me, though. I mean, I just had an epiphany there, a moment of self-realization. Like, why am I even bothering trying to put these guys to task? To be honest with you, and I think it's a little bit different. It is a little bit different, and I'm not really going to explain to you guys why. I think for me, it's just more fun. It's more entertaining because I really feel like these guys are just saying like just so much garbage and so much crap that it really does crack me up. But these guys, they take it all so seriously. They don't inject any humor into it at all. It's all just so serious for them. And I think that's a big difference in what I'm doing and what they're doing. Although, you know, I could be a bit of a hypocrite here. What do you guys think? So yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about today's topics. I hope you've had a good time watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying this format. It's good to see that we've got like over 70 people watching at the moment, which really is good. It's really nice to see all of you guys interacting with each other in the chat. I just want to leave this little section open now for any questions or any comments that you want me to put forward. So if anybody wants, I'm not going to go through all of the old comments because it's a lot of catching up to do. But if any of you guys have any questions, anything you want to ask me, anything you want to say, please, I'll save about 10 minutes to do that. If we don't get anything coming in, then I will just end the stream within the next 5 minutes. So guys, this is your chance to make yourself known to me, interact with me a little bit, give me some questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. So let's see. Have you ever seen one of these guys say something negative about China or the CCP? Yeah, I have, you know. In fact, in the early days of their channels, before like Serpentza and Laowhy86 left China, in the golden era of the China vloggers, you had people like Guelo60 who was pretty balanced, to be honest with you. He spoke about some of the bad things that he saw in China. For example, he said he saw a lot of homeless people. And then it was kind of after the whole coronavirus thing hit that they all started to change their tune and start to preach on behalf of the CCP. So yeah, it really is weird how some of them just did a complete 180. You know, it's kind of like in contrast to Winston and Seamilk there, who like they left China and they finally had the opportunity to say how they really felt. But these guys, they kind of just did a 180 in turn of the CCP, which is really bizarre. So yeah, I have seen them make negative. If you go back onto some of their channels, go back 2 years, you will see some more balanced stuff from these guys. So they definitely changed their tune. Okay, let's see. I couldn't tell if that Matt and Winston were victims of 2 terrorists or if he meant to imply they were terrorists. Well, he was saying that they're collaborating with known terrorists, which is absolute bullshit, by the way. The guy that they were talking about, please forgive me if I get his name wrong, Aslam, he's definitely not a terrorist, okay? And is Mubi implying that just because somebody is a Muslim, that they could be a terrorist? Well, that's pretty fucked up if that's the case. You know, maybe, is it Aslam? Arslam? Oh, God, his name escapes my memory. But he said something like he hopes Allah destroys the CCP. And that could be interpreted in in several ways. You know, it could just mean that he wants to see the end of the CCP. Doesn't necessarily mean that he wants the CCP headquarters to explode or anything. So really, for Mubi, he's really pushing it with that one, to be honest with you, and it's just an insane accusation to make. Okay, let's see. The grin is so cringe-worthy. I assume you're talking about Jayo. Let's see. Question from Picure. Are you in Taiwan for the long haul or just staying for a couple of years? I haven't decided yet, mate, to be honest with you. I'll probably be here for at least a year. I'm just sort of like taking it one day at a time. So far, I've really enjoyed my time here, and I would like to stay for longer. It just depends on what I can do here. I'm not sure if teaching for this amount of time is really what I want to do. So, guys, maybe you can send your donations to me so I can make videos full time. New move as move. But yeah, I'm going to be here for a while, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Under communism, all minorities dance. Yeah, I think I've seen you post that before, Lenny, in a few of the comments. I'm sure I've seen that one before. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the comments are coming in. The comments are coming in. Let's see. Have you ever attempted to learn Japanese at all? If so, would you say it's easy for a Chinese learner's standpoint? Studied for Japanese for years and I'm finding it really easy to learn traditional Chinese. Yeah, I think if you've studied Japanese or vice versa, if you've studied Chinese, I think especially with the characters, it's going to be a lot easier for you to learn the language rather than coming in completely green with no previous experience. So, and I would say that's the same for learning any language. If you've learned another language before in the past, then, you know, learning a new language is always going to be a lot easier. Personally, I've never studied Japanese, so I've never really been inclined to do so. I've only ever been to Japan on a short holiday, but it would be great to learn Japanese. But, you know, I'm still on my ever long mission to like learn Mandarin. So I really think there's no room in my life for Japanese, but good on you, mate, and keep it up. Let's see. Lewis, I think it's great that you have bifurcated your channel. Is a lockdown in Thailand? Yeah. Wow, that's a word that I don't know. Is the lockdown in Taiwan better or worse given the COVID-D variant? I think what you mean there is that I've separated my two channels. Yeah, I think it's great as well. You know, I felt like the Shills and all of those guys were bringing down my Taiwan channel. And I just want that Taiwan channel to be about my life in Taiwan and also, you know, my shared experiences from living in China and living in Taiwan. There's no room for the Shills on YGZ Taiwan, which is why I made this channel. And I'm really, really happy that this channel is getting more and more subscribers. It's kind of just like shot up in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, thanks to Winston and Sea Milk for giving me a little plug on their channel. But yeah, I'm really just happy that people came on, subscribed, and stuck around and saw that maybe I was worth something. So really appreciate it. And the lockdown, well, there is no lockdown in Taiwan. There's just a bunch of restrictions. We're still free to move around and we can go out. We're not actually locked in our homes. Obviously, the government are encouraging us to stay at home. But yeah, it's not any different from the rest of the world. The only time I experienced a really harsh lockdown was when I was in China, when I was actually told I wasn't allowed to leave my apartment. I think it was 3 days a week. So yeah, and the COVID-D variant, I think, is that the Indian one, the Delta variant? I think so far there's only been a couple of cases, a couple of cases that they've found anyway. And yeah, hopefully this one's not going to spread too much. And we're supposed to be coming out of these restrictions on July the 12th now. They actually put it forward another week. I'm actually making another video on my YGZ channel. Hopefully that's going to be out within the next couple of days. And I'll add a little bit of news on what's going on to that. So you can check it out, JD. Thanks for your comment. Let's see. The shills have deleted all their negative thought now. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They're just covering their own asses. Kudos to them. Let's see. Hey, as a teenager in India, how can I contribute in this other than awareness? I honestly, like, make your own videos, or just just keep commenting on the videos and keep putting forward your opinions. That's enough. That's enough. Just make sure that you're always involved in the dialogue. Okay. We're supposed to believe that ISIS, the KKK, Falun Gong, and the CIA have teamed up. Exactly my point. If these shills are gonna, put Winston and Sea Milk on blast and accuse them of all of these things, they could at least make their little narratives match. It's really contradictory. And which one are we supposed to believe here? I just believe that Winston and Sea Milk, they're just two average guys, lived in China for a long time, learnt a lot, and decided that they wanted to keep making videos. They finally left China and they found their place, and they decided that they wanted to speak up against something that they believed in. Now, is everything that they say perfect, and are they right 100% of the time? Well, no. I mean, nobody's perfect, right? But I think that they're genuine, and I think that their hearts are in the right place, and I think that they're a very valid and useful source of information. I watch them every week, and I enjoy their content. The shills, they're just jealous. They know that they're following in the footsteps of two pretty cool guys who, just went around China independently by themselves. And the shills have to get chaperoned by their translators and that kind of thing. And I feel like they're a little bit jealous, and they're trying to follow in the footsteps of two guys who did a really good job when they were in China. And that's it. Let's see. Is Blondie in China still a channel? I don't know, mate. I don't watch her. Not really interested in any of the stuff that she had to say. I tried watching a couple of videos and was just like, nah, not for me. No offense to her or anything. His name is Arslan, right? Yeah, I mean, God, sorry guys, like, I just got it wrong. Nothing against Arslan there. Let's see. The Uyghurs have been resisting Chinese colonialism long before Al-Qaeda even existed. Yeah, and when the shills say to me, or say to anybody, like, why do you care about the Uyghurs when other things are going on in other countries and Muslims are being persecuted all around the world? And yeah, that's true. There are a lot of bad things happening all around the world. And you know what? I don't support any of it. I'm not the one who's trying to defend a government and their actions. I am just saying my opinion on what I think the CCP truly is. And I truly believe that the CCP is an oppressive regime that is just trying to stifle any freedom of expression, independent thought, independent speech. They're trying to stifle everything, and they're really, really doing some nefarious things to the Uyghurs. Do I think that Western governments are perfect? No. Do I think the mainstream media always reports the truth? No. But do you think I should believe what the CCP is saying? Fuck no. So that's what I'm saying, like, if the shills like always try to bring in these straw man arguments and whataboutism, I don't agree with everything that the Western governments are doing as well. So whatever, guys, I'm just talking about China. Okay, let's see. Jiu Guizhou, I like that name. The old Marco Polo syndrome. Absolutely, my friend. Let's see. Anyone that says something against the will of the CCP can be labeled a terrorist. Yeah, exactly. And they are the real terrorists because they're bringing terror onto a population, onto a minority. That's true terrorism. Okay, let's see. Gosh, guys, you are flooding me with comments here. Ah, man. I love you guys, though. Like, you guys are being really active, and can't believe it. I'm just pretty happy that you guys are out here to defend me. Because, you know, I'm going to get a lot of backlash for these kind of streams. You know I am. The Dalai Lama is a terrorist, according to the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, I don't really know much about that. I do know, you know, that the Tibetans were not really having such a great time before the arrival of the CCP. Does that justify the CCP coming in and doing what they did? No, it doesn't. They've just, you know, they've gotten rid of one bad thing and been replaced by another bad thing. Let's see. Yeah, the shields used to be more balanced. You're right. Daniel is obsessed with critical race theory. Yeah, good old critical race theory, huh? You know, all of this white privilege nonsense. You know, bringing race into anything is just ridiculous. You know, white privilege. I think that there is such a thing as privilege, and it looks like Daniel has had himself a pretty privileged life. You know, white privilege, though, I don't really agree with this label that there's such a thing as white privilege. You know, that's all I want to say about that. I don't really want to get into that, to be honest with you guys, but I feel like there is such a thing as privilege, and there are some real privileged people out there, and they do abuse that and they use that. I don't come from a wealthy background. I feel like I've seen plenty of people in the UK living, you know, in poverty, I guess you could call it. You know, are they white privileged? No. Okay, let's see. I love Japan. Yeah, me too. I like Japan too. Let's see. Oh, thank you, AE. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I've been at work all day. I've done this stream for you guys. I'm a little bit burnt out. Maybe you guys can donate some money to me, you know, send it through my PayPal link, give me loads of money. I'm really burnt out and I can't continue making videos for you guys. Let's see. I'm a loyal Laowhy86 Serpentza and Laowhy86 fan. I've just stumbled onto the whole Nathan bitch saga. Who are the new shills? It seems like there are new shills coming into play every single day, Ben. I suggest you just go and type in China on YouTube and you'll find a billion other channels. You'll find yourself going deep into the rabbit hole and you'll find a bunch of new ones. There's a new one almost every day now. The CCP are really upping their propaganda. Let's see, guys. I'm going to answer a few more of these, and you know we're over an hour and a half into the stream, so I hope you can forgive me if I say I'm going to bail out pretty soon, guys. Okay. All the China YouTubers in China have obviously heard or been told that they have to either shill or close down their channels. Yeah, you're probably right with that one. You know, I mean, it is illegal to be uploading videos onto YouTube from China. So yeah, I guess that what they're doing is illegal, and yeah, they could have had a little talking to. I don't know, you know, this is just speculation, but yeah, it's definitely possible. Good evening from Pattaya, Thailand. Excellent. Yeah, I love Thailand. I've been to Pattaya several times actually. Had a great time. Lovely place. Beautiful, beautiful country. Let's see. Being a Brit living in China who has been to Taiwan and has a Brit mate there, where in the UK are you from? Where in China did you live? And where in Taiwan do you live now? Okay, so I'm from the Midlands in the UK. I lived in a city called Dalian in Liaoning province in China. And right now I live in Taichung City in Taiwan. I hope that gave you all the information you needed to come and stalk me. Okay, let's see. Daniel Dumbro and his father owe their privileged and pampered existence to Western media. Yeah, exactly. You know, like talking about white privilege, but he's had a pretty privileged upbringing as well. Let's see. Wow, mainland China. Will you ever step foot in China again? No, I will not. I'm not going. I never want to go back to China. Never. And that's not because of the videos that I've made, but I just don't want to go back to China. So yeah, never again. Let's see, guys. I'm just going to see, are there any... yeah, that's a good point, Lenny Frost. They talk about Western media, mainstream media, but is Al Jazeera part of Western media? I don't think so. Why don't they ever mention that? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, guys. Sorry, let me see. I saw a comment just there. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Man, the comments are coming in. The comments are coming in. You should cover why China too. Why China? Where do I know that name? Sorry, maybe if you leave a link in a comment on this video and I'll go and check it out. Maybe I know who it is, but I think like my brain's not really working properly at the moment. Let's see. We got your back. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Let's see. You know Prozzy? No, I do not. I've spoken to him like once or twice on Instagram, but I don't know him. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get to meet him. He seems like an all right guy. Let's see. We had another question there. What happened to ADV Taiwan? Oh, you mean Exploration Taiwan? Yeah, he's still around. He's still around. I think he posted a new video recently, I think. I think he's done a few videos. Go and check him out and send him a message. Let's see. YGZ. Yeah, I will. I'm going to try and do a stream with Kerdafu, but I'm not sure when because we're on a different time zone. You know, I'm in Taiwan, he's in Canada. There's almost like 12 hours difference. So it's pretty hard to organize anything. And also like Chris loves to go camping. So hopefully he will be available soon because I want to get him on a stream. It won't be a stream about the shills, but it will be China related. So hope you guys can join if we ever do that in the future. Let's see. Hi from West Midlands to Hertfordshire. Oh, cool. That's great. I'm from Northamptonshire. Okay, and let's see. Builder Bob, I saw you yesterday at China, Uncle Mikey and Simon. You live. Yeah, love those guys. Love their stream. Always watch it. Definitely recommend any of you guys to check it out if you have the time. Check out Inside the Great Wall, I think their stream is called. But yeah, they're really good. They're really good. You know, a couple of real Chinese guys who know about their own country, just telling us the news and giving their opinions. What more could you want? Why on earth would you watch the shills when you can watch those guys? You know, and why on earth are you watching me when those guys need more subscribers too? So go ahead and subscribe to their channel, please. They're really, really, really good. Let's see. Will there be any more collaboration videos with Prime in China? Love your content. Yes, Prime and I are definitely working on some more things together. We were supposed to have a chat today about it, but I decided to do this stream instead. But yeah, we've got some more things to talk about. So yeah, we will be talking. We will be collaborating, should I say? So yeah, look out for that in the future. We've got a Shill Awards planned for the future. Not sure how long it's going to take, but we're going to put a lot of effort into it. So you're talking about at least a couple of weeks, you know, just to get everything together and film our pieces. Obviously Prime and I are in different time zones as well, so it will take time to get this collaboration done. But yeah, really, really cool, really cool. Enjoy the collaborations with him too. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, anyway, guys. Sorry, I just wanted to play some of those little clips. Really funny. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry to say that this stream is going to be over. It's been a real pleasure having all of you in the chat. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and probably going to do another one after 2 weeks or so. It's not going to be a weekly thing because it does take quite a lot of effort to get all of these clips together. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. And this is Shill Busters. I'm Lewis. I watch the Shill videos, so you don't have to. And these shills have been busted. See you next time, guys.